Morning, thanks for joining me. Now, this is a little bit different today, partly because, as some of you will be aware, I've got troubles with me sort of camera and it hasn't been resolved yet. And I had an idea a while ago to just have a little walk around this place. It's in North Staffordshire, and this used to be, certainly used to be the biggest motorcycle dealer in the UK and one of the biggest in Europe. And much of the business was founded on importing older bikes, old Jap bikes from like Japan and America, places like that, and selling them as rebuild projects. Now, some of them require quite a bit of work and some of them will require next to no work, but this was quite a big place and still is. Let's go and have a look. So there we go, as you can see, still a massive, great big place with lots and lots of bikes, but not much new stuff. This is the sort of place that you're going to see stuff that you might have fancied when you were a lad. Perhaps you couldn't afford it then. For some of the American viewers, you might even spot your old bike in you. Remember Wally? I said to you might spot your old bike. But they're at various stages of disrepair almost. So let's have a walk around. Okay, so I've just popped into the office to tell them what I'm doing. They say that's absolutely fine. And I won't pretend to know all the bikes in here, but I do know quite a few of them, so I might just say nothing and let you see for yourselves. So there we go. I won't give a running commentary simply because most of you will know these bikes anyway. Most of you will know these bikes. Maybe you lusted after one when you were young. There we go. CB750, anybody? What colour would you like? It's pretty much determined by that. Good Lord. Now, as I said, most of these are starting projects for restorations, but in various, I don't know the models, I don't know why one would be more valuable than another particularly. Many of these are coming in from America, and again, quite how they end up here, I don't know. Why they get put to one side over there. They're imported by these, come across in containers. That's the classic one that I sort of remember, that's around my era, this yellow one. Beautiful bike. There's another one over there. And we've even got a few Brits here. Sorry, this bike is not for sale. So the Brits, we've got a Commando and a Rocket 3. Now this was before my time. The BSAs and AJS's aerial stuff like that was just before my time. I was Coming into biking about 1976 when I'd be 16 with my little Yamaha FS1E. I noticed that they're fetching a price nowadays. And I seem to remember one bike that when I was young, I used to ride up to the local Kawasaki dealer, Hill Street Kawasaki in Stoke. It was on a bank, strangely enough. And I used to push my nose up against the window. I used to ride up just to see this bike. It was like the, I don't know, the Fireblade, the Hayabusa of its day, the whatever the latest one is nowadays. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is yet? There we go. What about that? Couldn't afford it in the day. Couldn't afford it back then. And still couldn't. Kawasaki Triple, anyone? So what a selection we've got in here, haven't we? If you wanted to take on an older, a restoration of something, this is probably your place. Oh, there was something over here that because as I've said before, when I was a boy, I used to be a little bit of a Suzuki man. And this was the probably top of its range in its day. Do you remember these? The GS1000s. Let's have a little walk round. Oh, look at that. Now, do you remember me telling you the Kawasaki that I dropped on the algae? Can we zoom in on that just a little bit? Well, it was based on that colour scheme. Couldn't afford one in its day, and I still can't. Still probably can't. Now I've just cut the audio off because there's a radio blaring on in the corner, and I don't want to risk the little walk round of this dealership to be taken off because of copyright issues. So I'll put some music on in a second while I continue to walk around and let you have a look at these bikes for yourself. You might well recognise something that you've had or you wanted or your mate had. A bit of a blast from the past.
find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised. Look at all of the stars out, no doubt I'm loving this time of year. Someone's got a guitar out, whoa now, this is getting kinda weird. It's like a scene from a picture frame. Girl, I swear it would be the same if you were here. It was a night like this, summer around a Saturday, moonshine, good times, hanging off the tailgate, all our friends. But it was just you and me laughing, honey, just the way it ought to be. A moment I know I won't forget, yeah. 'Cause baby, I'm right back in that kiss on a night like this. On a night like this. I remember that leaning feeling nearly took my breath away. Darling, they were so perfect. Your lips made me really wanna stay. Right there with you, just letting go. 'Cause down in that bonfire's yellow glow, we were the flame. It was a night like this, summer around a Saturday, moonshine, good times, hanging off the tailgate, all our friends. But it was just you and me laughing, honey, just the way it ought to be. A moment I know I won't forget, yeah. 'Cause baby, I'm right back in that kiss on a night like this. Do I ever run across your mind on a night like this? 'Cause I think about it all the time on a night like this. Summer around a Saturday, moonshine, good times, hanging off a tailgate, all our friends. But it was just you and me laughing, honey, just the way it ought to be. A moment I know I won't forget, yeah. 'Cause baby, I'm right back in that kiss on a night like this. Summer around a Saturday, moonshine, good times, hanging off a tailgate, all our friends. But it was just you and me laughing, honey, just the way it ought to be. A moment I know I won't forget, yeah. 'Cause baby, I'm right back in that kiss on a night like this.
So there we are, just a quick walk round. You probably saw something from your past in there, I would imagine. I certainly did. And can I just say many thanks to DK Motorcycles for allowing me to walk around today and showing you the motorcycles that they've got. Really interesting place. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you if you were in the market for a motorcycle of this sort of type. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments and the likes. Feel free to subscribe and don't forget to send your photos to shottostravels@gmail.com. But until next time, ride safe and I'll see you soon. Bye.